God. Do you know what?
Go on.
Can I say one thing? It's
Please.
not a hashtag ad for hashtag Tenzing unless they want to get hashtag involved
Oh,
with the
could
pod.
they hashtag gift us some hashtag Tenzing?
When I have a little hashtag Tenzing, I do feel a little hashtag energized.
Yeah, that's the point, babe. They do market themselves as hashtag natural, hashtag energy, hashtag...
Right. Quite serious, actually. This is quite serious because I have got a caffeine addiction, and this is, wait for it, drum roll please. No, it doesn't even say.
What, how many? It's 1 cup of coffee.
Is it just one?
Yeah.
Because there's another one that's...
No, I read that last time because when I was having it, I should have had 2 of them because I needed 2 cups of coffee and it was only 1.
They do another one, which is equivalent to 2. I think it's the stronger one.
Okay, well, we'll just get that.
But I didn't... Yeah, it's a bit like Red Bull, but it's...
It's hashtag natural.
It's hashtag natural, hashtag ingredients that are hashtag good for you. Hello, welcome to Leave a Message. Thank you so much for coming back another week.
I don't even know what episode we're on now. We're into the late...
Come on, episode 16.
Well, at least someone's keeping count, thank God.
Producer Rahana for a reason.
We've just found out that the producer Rahana's being
victimised by her live-in landlord who is leaving the litter tray full of cat piss.
Oh, sorry, I missed that part.
Oh, is that not what you're talking about?
No, that was exactly what I was talking about.
Because the cat's now got a UTI or something horrible.
Oh my God, I have not left the house yet. Let's not do that.
Oh my God, that was like last night, Britain's Got Talent. Andy Collins, the guy who basically does the audience warm up and like the audience stuff when you're actually watching the live show from the Apollo. He was like, you will be on TV. So if you're here with someone that you're not supposed to be here with,
you best move now.
Get out, leave, because 15 million people will be watching you.
I mean, it's a funny gag, but imagine actually going...
Someone had that happen to someone. They saw,
Sorry, that's stupid.
Yeah, they saw them like in the background
like
when
Jeremy
they said
Hahn.
when they said that they were like having dinner with their parents and they were like sat next to this other girl.
You've got to be unwell to do that. You've got to be unwell.
How thick can you be?
The thickest of the thick. You're on tele.
Sorry, if you want to talk about thick, this is...
Is this a story about me? I am so thick.
This is a story about Emily, and you've been reading it off our notes for the last 2 weeks, and I was saying I have to tell this on the pod, and now is my chance to tell this on the pod.
Good.
Right, Emily, my friend Emily, she's just had her appendix out, but she had a botched surgery. So she was in there for like a week, and she was like, I was like in and out of consciousness all the time. Like I had so many drugs. And she was like, all I wanted was just an absolute load of shite to listen to. So I just listened to you girls on repeat, and I thought, brilliant,
Come
babe.
on, Em.
That's what we can do, is an absolute load of shite. If you're looking for
I actually do think that's a compliment.
Me, 100%.
Yeah, we are just like white noise. We say nothing.
Nothing. We've got nothing important to say.
But sometimes you do need comfort in your ears.
Especially when you've got a botched appendix.
Oh, horrible.
I told you. Huh?
They sell it.
Can you sell appendixes?
Surely. Well, they sell kidneys.
Well, appendixes, I don't think the market's as prevalent for the appendix.
Because listen, who needs or wants an appendix?
Well, she was saying, this is interesting. She's a doctor, by the way. She's super, not a doctor, she's a scientist. She's super
women in
intelligent.
STEM.
No,
I love women in STEM.
Speaking to her, if you want to feel thick, go and surround yourself with a load of scientists. She was talking to me about, her phone background, babe, is cells.
Good.
And I was
She's
like,
into it.
No, but she's like beautiful and cool as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh God, you've really got everything.
Yeah, but babe, this is like holes. Like she talks to me sometimes about her dissertation on hepatitis C or whatever she did it on, and in such intense depth. And I think,
are we living on the same planet, me and you?
How do you walk around with me of a morning and have a coffee with me? Because you must just think, well, I've got nothing to say to this thicko. Honestly, another planet. And I'm actually not that thick. I just play thick because I find it easier. I find it easier to be really thick than to be wrong.
Well, Paris Hilton's built a whole career on playing dumb. She's actually super smart.
Oh, I bet.
I want to say about appendixes, sorry,
go back to it, please.
She was saying, and my other friend who was there, who was also had her appendix out, she was saying that if you didn't need an appendix, you wouldn't have it. She was like, I've been sick nonstop since I had my appendix out. And my other friend was like, I've had so many gut issues since having my appendix out. And the whole thing is, if you didn't need an organ, you wouldn't have it in your body. I know it is like a useless piece, like it's useless.
So is it actually scientifically to prevent illness? And
well, I don't know what.
Fatigue.
I just Googled it and it says it acts as a safe house for good bacteria. And after intense diarrhea, the appendix repopulates and reboots the intestine.
Gut problems.
Gut problems.
Well, that would add up.
Maybe I've got a missing appendix.
Oh, maybe that's what's happened.
Oh, we'd best get me on an X-ray.
Why don't you get a little MOT?
Good.
Head to toe
Do you
MOT.
mean an MRI?
No, I actually meant an MOT, like you do on your car, but you can do it on your body.
fine. Oh, you are supposed to do that, a health MOT.
Yeah, but then you've got to go private and blah-de-blah-de-blah.
Oh, well, it is worth it because if you have my other friends, sorry, we're getting into healthcare. This is not a healthcare episode.
It's not what we're talking about at all.
But my other friend, Fran, she was saying she's got very enlarged lymph nodes and she honestly thought she had breast cancer. I felt it, babe. It's the size of it's huge. It's the size of one of those champagne truffles.
Is it?
It's just
good analogy. I know exactly the size now. You said that, little bigger than a marble.
You're quite
smaller than a
large.
golf ball.
And then I thought about you, babe, because I know she's got a lump in her neck, and I thought, she's fine. Hers isn't anywhere near there.
They won't even look at it unless it hits marble. If you're
Good.
on garden P, Betsy Poir, you've got no chance. No chance of getting seen for the NHS.
No chance.
Hi, welcome back to Leave a Message. This is a podcast based off your voice notes. You're all absolute legends. Thank you so much for listening and for sending the voice notes in. I feel very excited and very affiliated with this episode.
Ghost.
Casper the friendly ghost. Not so friendly anymore. I'm looking
I love
at you.
these because they're a bit of spy work. It's a bit of detective work.
Oh, it's so frustrating. I've got so many ghosties in my life and I just think, where have you gone, ghost?
Oh, I think that about friends as well. I think, oh, now you're cropping up, are you?
Oh, do you ghost friends?
No, people are ghosting me. And I think, okay, interesting.
I did double text, but don't worry about it.
I'll write that down in my notebook. Don't worry, I've got a log.
In my little black book, best you believe.
One thing about me is that I remember that sort of stuff.
Yeah, like she will remember how you insulted her 5 years ago and you never apologised properly and therefore she will wear a really good dress to your wedding. That's her revenge.
She's not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Okay, what are they called this week?
Oh yeah, go on, you do one.
Oh, what's a really famous woman in STEM?
Good. Marie Curie.
Maria. Yeah, let's do it, Marie.
Marie, I love it.
All right, I've got one for you girls. I'm currently getting ghosted by a guy I went on a couple dates with. And I think the most frustrating part about it is, we've had some really good dates. At the end of the last one, like he paid, even though I, offered to split it, all these sorts of things. We made plans for a third date. He messaged me the next day. And then like a week goes by and I haven't heard from him. So it's now a day away from when I'm meant to be seeing him again. So I'm pretty sure that's not happening. And this is the third time that I've been ghosted in I think about 6 or 9 months. And I just am so fed up with it happening. And I wonder if anyone has advice on calling people out on it and what to say, how to bounce back from it. Yeah, all of the above. Kind of at my wit's end. So let me know what you think. Love ya.
Oh, babe, love you. I must just get a message up that I sent
I
to a
just
ghost.
wrote this down. G message. Okay.
I've done it a few times.
Because Marie asked, should I call him out? And G has, guys, right, get your notepads out. If you're listening, get your notepads out because this is a genius message. You can copy and paste her exact words because it was really not unkind, but it was very direct and to the point.
Oh yeah, so this is the one that I sent to a Hinge guy. I was thinking about someone before. So
I'm thinking about the one.
You're thinking about Ben?
Oh, no, I'm thinking about the one that you shagged.
Oh, but that was me dumping him. That wasn't him ghosting
No, that
me.
he said, not that it matters, la la la. Do you remember?
Oh, did I? Okay, wait
We
there.
talked about it in the car.
I thought that was to Ben, babe. It was to Ben. Okay, listen, this is the difference
was
between the
Cam.
two guys, is that one of them I really didn't care about. And I was like, what will his reply be? I never spoke to him again. So this guy, I slept with him and he's the guy I've joked about it. He went skiing and never came back. Just never spoke to me again. I mean, it's completely different than your situation. I've had a situation like yours before where you actually feel like you're getting on and like they're giving you all the signs that you're actually actively dating them. It's date 2, it's date 3, and then what? You just disappear.
Yeah.
In that scenario, I 100% would send at least one text. So I think this is quite a good format. And this is what I was thinking of. This was a completely different guy. I'd been, oh my God, we got the flat. So good. Yay. Oh, so good. Wow. Sorry about us. That's so exciting, guys. I'm moving to Clapham. Oh my gosh. Wow, I'm so hot. Babe, that's epic.
Oh, babe.
God, sorry, right, we must move on.
Oh my goodness.
That was crazy. Right, okay, so this was a different guy where I'd only been on one date with him, but I thought it went quite well. And then we were like messaging a bit afterwards, and then he just completely didn't reply to me. He just fell off the face of the earth, never planned the second date that we'd discussed, nothing. So then I sent him this. Hey, happy nearly weekend.
Yeah, this
it was
is
a
the best I'm
Thursday.
thinking of, yeah.
No pressure to respond, but just for market research, why no second date? ? So you could say, just for market research, why have you stopped replying? Why do you no longer want to date me? Because I do think it's cowardly to be dating someone and to be actively engaging with them, kind of giving them all the signs, and then just disappearing completely.
I just think it's rude. Sorry, I actually can't focus. I'm so wrapped up in your
fact that we're gonna be
we're going to be literal neighbours.
So good.
I think it's really rude, and as G says, I think it's really cowardly. But I think only send them a message, because I think sometimes if you send the message,
Can't find it.
you give them the idea that this is like a really petty thing.
No, but it's like, it's if you care.
Yeah, and only do it, but
Only do it if you like them and you think, actually, I do need a bit of closure on that. Because then if they don't reply,
or if
you know.
or if you feel like, oh God, did I do something wrong? Because you know when you can get in your head a bit about like, oh God,
Yeah.
was it me?
Well, and that's what I meant by the market research. Like
Yeah.
if he'd have replied and been like,
And that's all it is.
yeah, I hated the way you spat when you
the
spoke.
problem is they're not going to say that.
No, they're not brave
They're
enough.
not going to say that. So, I mean, the thing is about sending the message, I don't actually think you will necessarily get the response that you're after. I think this about, in general in life, people often don't say the things that you need to give you closure.
Yeah, and also they're not brave enough at the time to say it and to say like, oh, I actually think we've been having a really nice time, but I don't want to see you anymore. So it's like when you open the door and give them the opportunity, they're probably going to panic even more than they already were. And what are they really going to say? What are they going to say? Like they've chosen that path of not
I just think it's so
speaking to you.
rude.
It's the rudest thing. I had this guy, right? I got double ghosted by him
I remember this.
twice.
Was this quite in end of last year?
No. This was, I was with my ex-boyfriend then. What do you mean?
No. December you weren't.
True. Who was that?
I don't know, maybe sorry, go on, tell your story. I'm getting confused.
Right, so we called him Fit Tom at uni. Fit Tom, he's not even that fit. Remember the performance artist? He used to like starve himself and burn himself. It was really
the
sexy.
one who lives in Tooting.
No, that's my other ex. God, I got exes all over London. I'm dodging them. I'm out and about and I'm like, whoa.
That's why she's moving
There's another
house.
one.
Because one of them found out where she lives, so there's an Earlsfield.
Whoa, gotta move. Anyway, so I was at uni and it was like, I think it was third year, right? And I know, like the summer of second year, really
Yeah.
fancied him. We were kind of like friends, I guess. And when like we basically ended up having this night out where it was just the two of us and we hadn't like been dating, but we'd definitely been flirting. And then on this night, got a little too drunk, had a great night, shagged him, gorgeous. That night, obviously, he did the classic, and I was a lot younger then, naive to these words of men, where he was like, you know, I really like you, I've liked you for so long.
Horseshit.
I'd love to take you out. He left my house that day, and he said, I'm gonna later. Should we go
I
for
know
dinner?
this story, yeah.
Let's go for dinner later. Great, no problems. See you later, babe. I was in heaven. I thought, oh my god,
Oh my
I'm in
God.
love.
Oh my
I love
God.
him. And then
Oh my God,
nothing.
I'm going on dinner
I
date.
text him and I go, am I eating tonight or what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Do you ever find out what happened to him?
Well, then 6 months later, I bump into him.
Oh, I know this story. Oh, yeah.
And I'm ashamed to say it, girls. He did accidentally fall into my bed again, which was like really stupid in hindsight. I
An
don't know what that
error,
was.
a major error of judgment.
The ghost came back to life and I just let him in again. Did I?
What were you saying? There's a name for this. Zombieing.
He zombied me.
Yes.
He was a zombie.
So they ghost you
Yeah.
and then they come back to life and then they ghost you again.
he
That's a zombie.
shagged me as a zombie. That's wrong. Anyway,
And you let him into your bed.
I did. I let him into my bed and my
silly
vagina.
bitch.
Awful scenes. I know. A silly bitch, slap on the wrist. Really bad.
More than a slap on the wrist, babe.
Same again. He goes, no, seriously, like last time was really bad. I was going through a lot. La. I was doing my performance art and I thought fair play, quite hard to set yourself on fire every night. So don't worry about it. Anyway, then I went to Goldsmiths. So it's like artists everywhere. Anyway, then I'm like, okay, like benefit of the doubt. He's like, I'd love to take you out.
Oh, benefit of the doubt. I would have at that point said no.
Then he sent a few texts. We had a nice back and forth. Then,
Doosh.
COVID.
National lockdown.
I send him a text. I go, not to worry about the date. See you when we're allowed out. Do you know what I mean?
See you in 9 months.
Nothing. Not even a reply. Not even I hope you're well and I hope
Still not even
you
now.
didn't get COVID and a loved one didn't die. Nothing.
Still not even now.
Nothing.
Don't know what happened to him.
And for ages he followed me on Instagram. Then I blocked him because I thought you don't need to see what I'm doing, ghost. It's crazy. What is that?
I actually think,
when you're saying one thing to my face and then you disappear.
I think, I don't want to generalize this, but I think often, because I have friends, and I know this because for some reason I do happen to be in conversations with Rory and his friends.
The boys.
Where I'm the only girl. So I get the boys' mind, by the way.
Bit of intel.
It's just so linear.
Oh, it's wild.
Just think one thing at one time. I think, God, if you could see inside my brain.
Imagine thinking one thing at one time.
Rory always says that. He's like, if you had my brain for a day, you just think, wow, the world is just so simple.
The world is so nice and calm.
So easy to just like walk through life. You just do one thing at one time.
Don't do the bed sheets until there's two of you in the room.
Do you know what I mean?
Nothing to worry about.
Boys often get themselves in situations that they don't mean to because they've said something that they don't mean. Not because they're dicks, just because they don't know what to say and they're panicked and they just said the thing and now they have to undo the thing and they're too cowardly. That is what it is. They don't know what to say, they don't know how to face it and they're too cowardly to undo it, so they just walk away. I know a lot of people who have done this.
I think, babe, if you really liked him, you can be direct and you can at least send that one text asking. If he doesn't reply, drop it, leave it, blocked. Size sealed, delivered, see you later.
Archive.
Absolutely. Before we continue with this week's episode of Leave a Message,
if you want to be part of our group chat, make sure you leave us a voice note using all the details in the episode description.
Now, this can be about anything. Obviously, sometimes we ask you for specific topics, but if you've got a story that you think girls need to hear this, then get voice noting.
Meridian number 2.
Hey girls. So my 10-year relationship ended. Sad, whatever. Getting over it. So a few months down the line, I decided to distract myself by going on some dates. A couple of boys in, meet this boy. Just instantly hit it off. But neither of us want anything serious. I'm dating, I'm having fun. He's got his own reasons, fine. So for the next year and a half, we do said fun. We have a casual, he always comes to me, brilliant. See him fairly regularly. At least once a month we hang out, do what people do. Keep in contact, keep in touch with each other, what's going on in each other's lives, Chat about, every time we see each other, chat about the whole casual thing. Check that we're still on track, that no one's catching feelings, whatever. All green flags so far. Until the last time I see him. So he leaves my house. A couple of hours later, I drop him a message. I've just got to my work Christmas party I'm helping set up, and I get a message from him. But when I open it, it's actually a message from his girlfriend of 6 years who he lives with. Shocker. Turns out he'd also given me a fake name. So everything about him was basically a lie. I then get blocked and deleted on everything. I have no way to contact him. I then, however, in my drunken rage, find him on LinkedIn. So I message him, just what the fuck. I then get unblocked on WhatsApp for him to send me an essay about how sad his life is, about how many bad things have happened to him and how the worst possible thing that could be happening to him is happening. Maybe he's a sociopath. But the second he sent that message, I was then also reblocked. So I have no way to contact him, even if I wanted to. What a fuckery, a year and a half. For what?
What a fuckery.
What that man? I'm gonna drop the C-bomb. He is an actual. How fucking dare you? How I feel, babe.
I could feel
We were
it
talking about
coming.
this last night.
I knew there was a coming.
The rage flows within. Babe. I don't know how he's still living. If he was on the other end of that phone, I would have honestly sent a hit squad to his house.
Also, sorry, if you're the girlfriend, let's make an alliance elsewhere. You best believe you're not blocking me. You and I are going to fuck him up.
No, I
Are you
don't.
mad?
I think if you were the girlfriend and you just found out, I wouldn't want to make an alliance. Not that I would hate her, but like I would want to destroy him. And I don't need her. I would just burn his whole house. I honestly would set fire to everything he owned.
Also, it's actually rarely in this situation is it just as bad for the bit on the side as the main cause. But a year and a half of your life, you're seeing him once a month and you're chatting about life and you're getting STI tests and you're like, sorry.
I was telling you about my friend whose parents happened to this, although hers was actually a bit worse because they had a family. Remember I was telling you about her parents. But there was a documentary on Netflix, I can't remember what it's called, about this guy who basically had like 5 women in 5 different countries and they all believed they were marrying him on the same day. He proposed to 5 women and they all basically rocked up to the whole thing was a farce.
Sorry.
I just think
in this day and age with like Ring doorbells and like fucking Find My Friends, how is anyone cheating?
No, we were saying this the other day.
How are you cheating?
How the amount of admin that it requires to just even do 2 messages and plan your weekends and the lies that you've told and
give her a different name. And also it's like you were in a 6-year relationship that you wanted to be out of, so get out of it. Put your big boy pants on and dump your girlfriend and go and shag about if that's what you want to do.
No, for me, the wildest thing is the feel sorry, the pity message. Oh, this is
Are you
mad? Are you on crack?
Worst thing that could happen to you. I just got out of a 10-year relationship and then the first person I mate is you, fucker, and you have a girlfriend.
He's injecting heroin into his veins, this man. That is not right.
He's wild. I actually think it should be illegal.
Do you think
it should be illegal?
Well, like, what can you do? Do you know what I mean? How do you police that?
I'm sorry, but if I'm getting fined for going 34 in a 30,
but there's no
you
point.
best believe he should be getting fined.
But there are no cameras on the general public and their own homes. It's disgusting.
We've got to figure this out. We need a government body that works just on rat bags.
Yeah,
who are
good.
cheating, because I can't stand it. Also, it's 2024. Everyone's in ethical non-monogamy. If you want to shag about, go and find someone that's up for it. Do you know what I mean?
We'll call them the dick detectives.
Yeah, we could find the dick detectives, like the paedophile hunters. The dick detectives, because they're big dicks putting their dicks everywhere.
Actually,
they
they should be the cops because these men are I'm sorry to say it.
Oh, babe, our mum's going to tell us off so much.
Oh, my mum's not listening. Don't worry about that. My mum stopped listening to us ages ago. First episode, she tapped out. She thought, whoa, can't do this.
It's too much noise.
Too much.
I really it makes me so cross because I just think like that poor girl and like how she had to find out, both of them. That is so like you're having a Prosecco at your Christmas party and then you get that message. No way.
I'm not saying that obviously what's happened, like horrific for you, but for the girlfriend friend too, as someone who is like, can you imagine, babe?
No, babe, did I ever tell you about that friend of a friend who was
someone I know?
No. No, it's actually not. But she was in a relationship for like, I think it was like 7-8 years. They'd been together since they were really young. And he basically found out that he had a few STIs. He had been cheating on her. He had no choice, but to tell her because
she had them all as well.
She had 5 STIs.
I know someone who found out because they had chlamydia as well. And it was like, well, I haven't been shagging around. I just think, like, I'm sorry. I do think these men deserve to go to some sort of penitentiary.
I actually agree. Like, there is a lot of litter on our streets that needs picking up. And I just think, actually, get your high vis on, boys, and get out there.
They could do the fucking Lambeth bins once a week. They're now taking our bins out twice. Get these.
What about a pothole? I went over an awful pothole the other day on the way to yours.
I do agree.
A pothole.
So anything to make
anything
you
else
understand.
Other than someone else's vagina, please. Disgusting.
I'm really sorry, babe. And
yeah,
like, there's no advice to give really, apart from like,
I mean, what are you meant to do? Surveillance
and
everyone
also,
you
like,
go out with?
what's the lesson?
Put a
There's
tracker on.
Yeah.
See what he's up to when he's not with you.
Especially, like, I actually do think that is quite psychopathic. To be able to keep up a lie. I can't even keep up a lie to like her or Raw being like...
Also, sorry, quickly, can I just say, it's really horrible because your agreement was casual, but that's not casual because you've now made me like a part in breaking up someone else's life.
It's not casual because you're in a relationship. There's nothing casual about it.
No, it's really bad. Right, number 3.
Hi, Gallies. Love the podcast, the Podyssey. Love that. Been listening for a while. So for context, I'm a 21-year-old like queer trans guy, and that's kind of important to the story. So I matched with this guy on Tinder like 2 years ago, and we hit it off. Like we were chatting, you know, we hung out. He was lovely, and like things went places for like maybe 3 months, like the 3-month mark. So then I, you know, said to him, I was like, listen, I'm catching feelings, and he was like, no, it's been too soon, and then like ghosted me on everything, and I was like, oh, okay. That was the end of that. Maybe like 2 months later, he came crawling back into my DMs, and I was like, damn, well, I like attention. Not realizing how damaging this was going to be to me mentally. Let's all be real here. So anyway, things continue. We start going together again. Like we keep it very, very casual. And then he ghosts me again. I'm in the uni library and I get a text from him and he's basically like, hi, I think we're too similar. Like we won't work out anymore. We can't keep seeing each other. And I'm like, what? That's so rude. So I'm like crying. I'm crying on the number 30 back to Hackney Wick, like sobbing. He comes crawling back into my DMs like 3 months later and begs for me to come to his and see him again. So obviously I do, because apparently I have not learned my lesson yet. And then literally like 4 months ago, I find out that he has a girlfriend and he's taken her home to meet the parents and his family and all that. And they're in a quote unquote ethically non-monogamous relationship. So by this point, I'd moved to Southwest London and walk into the coffee shop. Who do I see? Him. I'm not stopping that from ruining, I'm not letting that ruin my day, you know, whatever. I'm chilling there, doing some work on my laptop, getting my like spreadsheets done. And then his girlfriend comes in and I meet his girlfriend and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, we've been shagging the same guy. And it hits me at that moment how mediocre this guy is. And I'm just like, we've had the same dick in us. That's really jarring. But I'm like, why? And that's the second time that happened to me. So like, no moral of the story apart from don't go near men, I guess.
Sure.
But I thought you'd enjoy hearing it anyway.
What the hell?
Why is everyone shagging everyone?
Also, sorry, if you're in on E&M, you must tell your other partners that you're in on E&M. You can't be...
Sorry, well, what's E&M? Ethical
non-monogamy.
What is the ethical edition?
Well, thank you. What is ethical about that? The ethical edition is that everybody knows and we're all on the same page.
Oh, well, clearly.
Doesn't sound very sodding ethical, does it?
They're not subscribing to the ethicality.
Because Marie number 3 is none the wiser as to who is shagging who. And then they have to sit next to, you know, Belinda and get the same nails as her. It's just jarring.
Okay, listen. I just think the theme of this is get a dog or get a vibrator, to be honest with you. Because everyone sucks.
Or date women.
All date women. But to be honest with you, babe, I bet you that there are a lot of women out there who I don't like to, like, people are just a bit shit. I'm sorry. When the vagina and the dick seem to lead, people just lose all sense of rationality.
Can
It's
I
shocking.
actually just quite seriously ask one question? Why is everyone so fearful to just be single? Like, what's wrong with everyone? What's happened in society that we're all so afraid to
I'll tell you what's happened. Social
Go on.
media. Everyone looks at these perfect couples, these Instagram, the Millie Bobby Browns of the world. She's influencing people in the wrong way because
she's married Baby
just
Bon
got
Jovi
married.
and she's 12.
She's literally just had a period and she's just got married. It's actually sick. And I just think that's why all these...
sick.
All these girls and boys and queers and theys and gays and everyone wants to be in a relationship. Let me tell you now, it is better to be alone and so joyful about like the joy and goodness in your life than to be mistreated consistently by shit people.
Amen. Say it again from the top. That was good. I just think it's absolutely pathetic.
Pathetic.
It's pathetic.
Pathetic. They're pathetic little swines, these people.
I really, sorry, I know I'm a bit hooked on the E&M stuff, right? But it really does jar me when people take like new kind of, funky acronyms and terms, and they're just like, oh yeah, I'm really into E&M. It's like, you're actually not. You can't just jump on the bandwagon of ethical non-monogamy, because then for the real ethical non-monogamists, I just take them for a joke because I've got this geezer over here being ethically non-monogable but not telling his side piece that he does in fact have a girlfriend, his primary lover. Makes no sense to me. It's like all the vegans. I can't take them seriously if there's someone over there having steak on a Wednesday because they're feeling a bit anemic.
Everyone getting this. I'm loving this. This is great, babe. Keep it going.
But I think I'm a bit cross.
I'm loving this. Doesn't happen very often. Everyone, feaster is.
Is this what it feels like to be cross? I do just think, sorry, there's just a lot of waste men out there. Waste men and women, women and men, they and them. I just think, can you get a grip? And could you just do better? Send the text and say, I don't want to go out with you anymore.
Sorry.
Dump your girlfriend and check your STIs. I'm bored of it. Not dating anyone anymore.
Amen.
Now I'm going to go. I'm going to do exactly what I said I wouldn't do. And I'm going to say I'm celibate when actually I just like can't get a shag. It's just like being ethnically non-monogamous.
No, because I do actually think everyone's so desperate to like have a no one and be joyful in your nobody, because it is worse to be fucked about. I would have kicked him in the nut. I would have gone up to him and I would have said, hey, what coffee do you like? Foosh. Douche. Well, how do you like your coffee? Do you like it with a fucking side of blue balls, you prick?
We actually don't encourage violence.
No, actually, in that situation, I do, actually. I know what I'm going to get cancelled and all the charities are going to be after me. Come for me.
Not the charities. Don't worry, I'll have the vegans after me. Right, should we do a roundup?
Right, let's do it.
Marie number 1. She was ghosted 3 times. I actually think, Marie went number 1.
That feels like 2 weeks ago we were talking about that.
Well, also, she should feel quite normal now because Marie number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Bloody hell, how many times did you go back, babe? You didn't stop. Wouldn't stop. The zombie was zombieing.
I was thinking, sometimes when you can like see yourself from like an outer body and you think, don't do it. And then you just see yourself walk towards the like death of you.
To the cockroach. He's like a cockroach.
Yeah.
He just keeps existing.
Oh, try not to
back.
do that in future is my only advice.
Yeah, I've done it. Listen, I'm no judgment here. I've done it many a time. I've gone back and back again.
I don't want to like put words in your mouth because obviously I don't know your whole story, but I do actually think sometimes it comes down to a point of like actually know what you are worth.
I would 100% agree. The only times I've ever gone back is when I felt like them wanting me gave
like
me more
I would
worth.
Be lucky to have
And no, we're not having any of that around here. That is stupid. That's what silly girls do. Do you know what I mean? What does Ray say? Stupid girl. Anyway, Marie number 2.
What was I've only got 3.
No, sorry, I've got the notes. Don't worry about it. She was seeing a guy for 1.5 years and found out that he was in a 6-year relationship.
Oh,
at her Christmas party.
Just honestly, get him.
Poor Richard is going to be bleeping his bleep machine off. He's just going to be putting it in every 2 seconds.
As he should, because I'm so sorry, the contributors, the Maries today have shown us that actually people are again, beep it out. I'm so sorry.
Beep it out. What are you going to do about it?
What are you going to do about it? Yeah?
We had a conversation yesterday and she was like, you're so self-righteous because you think you don't swear. And I was like, babe, I do obviously think that I'm good at everything. But I am angelic, look at my bob. But you do swear more than me.
No, I do. But in this instance, I think it's actually deserved because that man, he won't be listening to us. But I just feel like, there's nothing to say, babe. He's a prick and you deserve better. And if there's any lesson, it's just like...
There isn't one even, is there? Because what are you going to do?
No, come on, there must be a lesson. Come on.
Oh, don't say trust no one. I can't have it again. For goodness sake. And Marie number 3. Oh, for goodness sake. What a nightmare. Fuck ethical non-monogamy is all I can say.
Fuck everyone. Sorry. That's really been the resounding...
If someone... Actually, I have found the lesson of this pod. If someone ghosts you even once, there's no strike 2s here, actually. We're getting rid of strike 2. We're having 1 strike and you are out, my friend.
No, I think strike 2 is okay.
A ghosting is pathetic.
Okay, a ghosting is okay, but if they can actually, if there is a reason for it, that's
and then if you send the text and they come back and they're like, no, really, my grand died. My dog got run over.
Maybe then you could give them a strike 2.
I lost an appendix, whatever.
So selfish.
Crimea River. Right. Are we ready for the latest segment of Leave a
Question of the week.
Message?
Come on, let's do it.
It's a really fun one. Do you take someone's star sign into account when dating?
Love this question.
What do you think people voted? These are the options. Yes, 100%. No, I wouldn't even ask.
No, I wouldn't even ask.
I think that's the win.
Yeah.
75%. No, I don't even ask.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Rahana, I know you would.
Boring.
Rahana, seriously, like who would you date?
Are you a Gemini?
I'm a Taurus, so I like Capricorns. I love Tauruses, Aries. It is important. Sagittarius cheat all the time, so beware.
Beware of the Sag. I love a Sag. I love Sag men.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of my exes are Sag.
Are Libras and Sages
No, I don't
compatible?
think so. Okay, well, I'm single. I think I should start to pay more attention.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe don't
Don't do that.
date someone who was born in
Only
early
25% said, you're in the minority, 25% said, yeah, they would take
It
star
wouldn't
sign
be
into
a deal
account.
breaker, but I do think, you know when you like, when someone starts to piss you off and you just think,
What's going on here?
yeah, are you just a dick or are you just a Gemini? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
Am I getting the ick or are you a fire sign?
Do you know what I mean?
Because something's going wrong here.
Something's not matching up here.
Also, sometimes it's nice, I always think, to have like something else to blame. Like, you know, when something's just not right.
Yes.
Or it's so
Yes.
right that you're
Yes.
getting carried away and you're... Do you know what I mean?
Sign from the universe.
When you're getting so excited, like you just did, and you're falling in love, it's nice to be like, oh.
Oh, well, the stars are aligned.
Yeah, it's because they're a Capricorn, that'll be
We're
why.
Romeo and Juliet. We must be star-crossed lovers.
Who are you meant to be with? When's Taurus'
Taurus.
birthday?
He's a Pisces. Capricorns and Pisces are super compatible. My dad's a Pisces, so I don't know what happened there.
They do say you date your dad.
He's not my dad.
He's not. I'll have you know. He is not my dad. I checked on 23andMe and he is not my dad. All right. Who am I meant to date?
Are you a Libra?
Yeah.
Okay, can we look on Libra, best compatibility? I think you're, are you an air sign?
Yeah.
I think you're meant to be with an earth, i.e. me.
Well, that works.
Do you know that Capricorns and Libras, their friendship compatibility is right up there?
As if.
Yeah. That's I don't know if you've noticed, we are actually quite good mates.
Are we?
Oh, no, it's shocking. I've only just discovered. But the stars did say, so now we can just...
Oh, so now it's
Now we can
justified
just
and now it's
confirm.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, plot twist. Leos are supposed not Leos.
Libras.
Are supposed to be with Geminis, Aquariuses, Leos, and Sagittarius. So.
Oh, Sag. I knew it.
Oh, no.
I can be with a Sag man. Do you know why that is? Because they have very high sexual compatibility.
They're all fire signs. So maybe you're supposed to be with a fire sign.
Fire.
What are you? You're a Leo.
I'm Earth, Taurus.
Would you
Oh,
wake
yeah.
up? She's a Taurus. Wakey shaky. She's a bloody Taurus, a Leo. For God's sake, look at her.
20 times now.
And I will not tell you again. And if I don't get a birthday card, I'll never be here on this set ever again.
My birthday just went and I actually never got anything from anybody.
Oh dear.
Oh, we missed it.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm really
Best
bad
cut
at
our
that.
PA, i.e. her, on it.
Oh, you can be captain of birthdays. Fuck that.
At Hollywood Cock. Where are you?
Which cock can you do it? Also, actually, while we're talking about that, at Chloe Jones, friend of so many years, I miss your birthday. Love you. 10th of May. I love
Babe,
you.
don't chicken now. A shout out on this stupid podcast isn't going to do anything. But what's she going to do? Play
She
that.
listens all the time. I know she's like, happy birthday. Okay, I think that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. We have forgotten to say in the last few eps, please.
Oh, you don't need to do that because we're about to do a pre-record, so don't worry about it.
Oh, I won't bother then. Anyway, have a nice night and
Love you so much.
love you so much.
Bye.
Bye.